It's a Sony-rific episode of the Retro Hunting Adventures. We've got PlayStation 2 games, a whole lot of them. We've got PlayStation Portable games, a couple of those. And we've got some PS1 games as well. But that's not all. You're going to see a vintage baby Pac-Man and a tour of Fix-It Phil's garage. Retro Hunting Adventures starts now.
Yo, this is MegaManFan. And you need to rock and or roll on over to Mr. MegaManFan's YouTube channel, because it's all that rush to make it happen. Peace!
We have a series or a number of boards, there's like 4 of them, and what will happen is the capacitors will go bad and north, and sometimes that's a very easy fix. Other times it's not. Sometimes it's cheaper just to replace a board with a working one. Yeah. But if it's the backlight,
I think it might be the back. It might be the backlight.
if it's a backlight, or you still have sound but you don't see anything,
Yeah.
that could be capacitor related too.
Because my mom, she already has a new TV.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You're all right. Sorry about that. I was just about to tell you, I don't have that locked down.
I realize that now.
That's all right.
Well, I guess I can't film myself and play at the same time then.
Yeah, I can just build them.
Okay.
That's what we need to do. We can look at that. Are you a baby pack player?
Me?
Oh man,
I
love baby pack.
I rarely get enough chances to play it to even say if I am or not, because like I said, last time I played one was OVGE like 8 years ago.
Yeah, I forgot to lock that down. I was doing some work on it the other night. And oh crap, I better grab him before he pulls down on it. You're not the first guy to do that.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna lose it.
Good stuff. And he's played this one.
You lost it.
Yeah, I played this a couple times at OVGE.
No, you're not Jeff, what's his name?
Oh, Pac-Man guy, Jeff Cooper.
Yep.
Well, he's the one I got my Pac-Man drinking glass from. Oh, and I had the Pac-Man trading cards too that you could scratch off the maze to avoid the ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much anything and everything Pac-Man. But Baby Pac-Man was just so hard to find because, like I told you before, you know the issues well that the boards in this have, and arcade owners just hated it because it was so difficult to maintain both the boards and the pinball components, so you couldn't really find it.
Well, now you know where one is.
Yeah, die ghost die.
Nope, you're not gonna. Oh,
Yes, I am. Woo!
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, you got it.
Finally, I cleared one board. I can die happy now.
And you just did.
Yes.
Wait.
I like the
Yeah,
label somebody put on this one. No work.
No worky. I get a lot of stickers like that. You know, sometimes they're good because they guide you down the right path. And other times like, no, I think you guys just got bored and wrote the same thing. Jody. With an I.
Okay.
Not a Y. That's a recycle.
Yeah, I figured when it was stripped down to that level.
Oh, no.
Oh, she must.
Oh no. Oh, they were.
Bad DVD.
How was practice?
Long.
Long. You survived. You better get some sleep.
Cheerleading?
Gymnastics.
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 It sounded like what looked like a pom-pom coming out of the backpack, so I wasn't sure if it was gymnastics or cheerleading.
So yeah, this is all the stuff that gets sent to me, or people drop off, and then I have to try to repair it. And what doesn't end up getting repaired goes to the recycling. It's quite the ordeal. It keeps me out of trouble, and then occasionally I have.
It makes some extra money.
Yeah, a little bit.
There's literally like one of everything in this pile somewhere.
Yeah. What has really happened is that I never get work on myself.
I feel bad asking about a TV, but my mom was like, I told her, I said, I'm going over to Steve's friend's house. He fixes electronics. Does he fix TVs?
What size is it?
42 inch.
Okay, that's some of those get so big and ridiculous.
42.
42.
And it's a Vizio, so she had it for several
Parts
years.
missing. Laser.
Yeah. Well, you know, the PS2 has about 10 different versions of trays and drives.
So she had it for a while, and then the picture stopped working. She bought a new smart TV, LG,
Yeah.
42 inch. Hi.
Hi. We got to
But-
examine the world famous workbench over here.
Yeah, that's the pile I need to go through yet.
And obviously you're working on a blue Game Gear right now.
Yep, a couple of those. A couple Ataris over here.
Yep.
Bad voltage regulator in one, the other one.
Did you see where I said you're doing a public service by fixing Ataris?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Kind of laughed at that.
Well, I do feel that way. I'm very passionate about Atari. Atari H was the first video game website I joined way back when.
So yeah, he's gonna. So I told her, I said I'd ask you.
Yeah, I can do that. So this is the stuff that's made it. This
It's
is a lot of this is my
finished.
personal stuff that
Oh.
I ended up restoring, and it'll go back out into the world here shortly.
ColecoVision.
You know. Yeah, one of
Let's
those
see that
Colecos is
piece on the
spoken
screen.
for already. That's going to a guy out in Iowa.
Oh.
A couple
the Super
modded
Nintendo
Xboxes.
down there.
And, yeah, there's a few things that I still need to fix, but for the most part, though, that's what I do. I just rotate it.
A couple original Xboxes there.
You know.
Those hard to repair?
They can be.
I mean, they're such big, heavy beasts that just picking them up is half the problem.
They're a ticking time bomb. They're all gonna die because of how Microsoft
Built them.
built them. Yeah.
I told her the same thing about the 360. I said it's a miracle mine hasn't red ringed yet, but I know one of these days it will.
Yeah, they did some shady crap in there. It's almost like they just wanted to get them out to the public, and they cut a lot of corners.
Yeah, a lot of handheld games over here.
Well, those are for a different guy out of Mount Pleasant. He wanted me to repair those, and I ordered the motor to fix them, and the motors died as soon as I got them.
Oh, wow.
Because they were sold. But other than that, I'm still working on my iMac. Gonna restore that. Need to get a.
Right. Is that the one you were running MAME on the other day?
Yep. Yep. Good old MAME, and then that's about it.
So are these ColecoVision games in that box also spoken for?
Yeah, I'm gonna give those to him.
Okay.
He's a good friend.
Okay, yeah, cool. So if you guys saw my last retro hunting adventures, you know FIFA 2006 for GameCube was all kinds of jank, but Gamers/Game Room, now under new ownership, hooked me up. For the trouble of having to come back, they gave me 3 games for the one that didn't work. And now, Mega Maniacs, it's time to test the PlayStation Haul. Some of these come from Half Price Books, the 2 PSP games do. I've got a whole bucket here, bucket courtesy of Peter H. the Hardcore Canadian. These PlayStation games are also from Half Price Books. We will test both of those. And these PlayStation 2 games, one is from Half Price Books, and the rest are from formerly known as Gamers and soon to be called The Game Room. So it's time to see if all of them work. And hopefully I have better luck than I did with FIFA 06 last week. Let's start with PSP games. First on the docket is Worms 2. Open Warfare. If you like the Worms games, I'm sure this is another good entry in the series, but I've never played it until now, so we're about to find out A, if it works, and B, if in fact it's any good. I'm gonna actually get to the game here, or what? Yep, now we got some worms. Well, it's playing a cutscene. I'm going to call that a successful test. As you can see, nicely complete, manual and everything. And it wasn't $10, despite what that says. I got it on sale. Same with this, although at $3, it wasn't going to get much cheaper than that, but it did get a little cheaper. And complete. So, let's give old Indy a try. Is that all it's gonna do? Just say Lego Indiana Jones? Well, okay, we gotta start screen now. Goodness. Okay, it works. I'm satisfied. Ugh. I swear that probably drained my freaking battery 15% just testing that one game. Let's look. Yeah, still says 100%. I don't know how or why, but apparently that didn't even drain the battery at all. Go figure. I don't believe that per se, but I'll take their word for it. Tiger Woods 2004 complete. This was one of 3 games that I got in exchange for my non-working FIFA 2006. So I feel like 3 working games for 1 non-working game, that's a pretty good trade. Well, if they are all working, we're about to find out. Loading, that's a good sign. Checking the memory card. EA Sports, it's in the game. Okay. Yeah, there's a nice tour of the first hole. Hopefully it's not doing a flyover of the entire course, or we'd be here a while. What was that, a par 4 probably? Tiger checking his swing, making sure it's good. Kind of funky to think this came out in the mid-2000s and he's still playing in 2018 and he's one of the top golfers in the world. So, I'm willing to call this a success. This works just fine, so let's move on to something else. One that I'm very glad I turned down to volume 4, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. As with all the others, it is complete-a-rooney. What will the wizarding world bring us today? Let's checking for a memory card. EA Games, it's in the sport. Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Blimey. A single curse. Imagine it. I don't have time to imagine it right now. I'll imagine it some other time. Thank you very much. Next up, Project 8 from Tony Hawk. Again, this is complete. This is my third of 3 swaps for the non-working FIFA. Once again, big thank you to Chris at the Game Room, or what will soon be the Game Room once they finish liquidating all of the old gamer stock from when the bank took it over. Shabba! Mr. Loverman. Shabba! Does Project 8 mean it was the 8th Tony Hawk game? Or is there some deeper meaning that I am not even aware of? I guess he's going to show us some tricks here. I was never good at tricks. Yes, I did have a skateboarding phase, but I sucked. And here we are. Crashing through everything in sight. Own dolly. I got 50 points for that. And I did a 180. Okay. And that's enough. It works. Last PlayStation 2 game, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. And complete as all the others have been. I'm sure there was stuff in here we definitely needed to mute. Not the least which was probably da 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 da. And here comes Arnold. Or John Connor. Or somebody. Been too long since I've seen the movie, so... Let's actually do something. Keep reading. Okay. Up, down, left, right, forward. Okay. There's some shit going down. Evacuate the base. Alright. That's 4 for 4. Well, sometimes you just collect things just because you don't have them. And it was on sale. So, at least I didn't pay $5 for it. But, yeah. It's another PlayStation 1 game. Choose language. English? Okay. What if I don't want to save? Press start. New game. Okay, yeah. That's as far as I'm gonna go, because I don't even care to enter a name. I feel like this already proves that it works, so I'm popping it out. Oh, by the way, this next one is kickboxing. Kickboxing, you say? So, let's find out. Let's see if it works. Kickboxing. The art of 8 limbs. Again, that is a promising sign. I hope you all have good plans for New Year's. I hope you're gonna have some libations, or if you are abstaining, some sparkling grape juice, and spend it with your friends and loved ones, and enjoy yourself this holiday season. Never take anything for granted. Every year that you're alive and kicking is another good year. I did intend the pun there with the kicking part. Sang. Okay. How complicated are these kickboxing moves going to be? I'm guessing not very, based on the look. Yeah, we've got pretty basic combat here. Alright, it works. That's good enough. I'm Mr. MegaManFan saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!